Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny. Today's video is going to be a full review of the Wet n Wild Crystal Cavern collection. I did buy the entire box set, so I do have all of the products. But before we jump into the review, I am going to kind of talk about the collection, what all comes in it, all of those good things. So let's go ahead and start with that. I purchased this set from the Wet n Wild website for $49.99, I believe. I will have this whole box linked down below in case you're interested in checking it out. It's going to be hard to get all of this in here, but the set is broken up into 4 different crystals. The first one is rose quartz, second is jade, amethyst, clear quartz, and then there are 3 other random products down here. There are these highlighting rocks down here that you cannot see. There is the single highlighter as well as a face mist. Each crystal comes with an eye trio, a lip gloss, as well as a rollerball perfume, which is new to Wet n Wild as far as I know. Something cool about the rollerballs, there are actually little chunks of the crystals in each, and they do make a really cool sound when you... All of these products are available for individual sale, so if you see a product here that you know you're probably not going to use, you don't have to buy the whole collection. You can get the products that you want individually on the Wet n Wild website, and I do believe it's on Ulta now. So before I jump into the actual review of each product, I do want to tell you what's on my face. I think that doing it before is going to be a little bit easier than after. So first off, for the eyes, I do have, from the Clear Quartz Quad, I have the kind of like taupey shade in the crease and on the lid, as well as this kind of cream shade on the inner half of the eyes. And then from the Rose Quartz Quad, not Quad, Trio, I have this kind of like light rosy pink shade on the center of the lids. For kind of an all-over face glow, I dusted the brightening rocks all over my face. I highlighted with the Mega Glow highlighter, and on the lips I have the Mega Glow lip gloss in Amethyst. So I am going to go by crystal, how they are in the box. So the first one up is the Rose Quartz crystal. Little fun fact about me, I actually love crystals. I have them all over my room. You can't see them from where I am right now, but I have them on my dresser back here. I have some on my desk. I have some on my night table. I don't know that I completely and totally believe like the healing part of crystals, but if a rock is going to make me feel less anxious, then I'm going to buy the rock. I have a handful of amethyst. I have a rose quartz. I do not have a jade. I do have clear quartz. So I do have 3 of the 4 crystals that are represented here. But anyway, the first crystal I'm going to talk about is the rose quartz, and the trio is what I'm going to talk about first. I do enjoy the triangular packaging. I think that that is fun and new from Wet n Wild. All of the shadows in this collection are shimmers. There aren't any mattes in this collection. As a whole, I think this is one of the best trios. I think that the shades perform really well. They blend nicely in the crease, I suppose, but I do as a whole feel that the shimmers do well padded on the lids. I think that that's the way they perform best. So I will go ahead and swatch the 3 shades. They are very, very beautiful. That one is a bit chunky, but it still performs pretty well. So as a whole, this is probably my second favorite quad of the entire set. The lip gloss is also called Rose Quartz, and it is kind of like a peachy pink with like a golden kind of shimmer in it. It's really pretty. It's probably the most wearable gloss of this set. This is what that gloss looks like. It looks really, really pretty all over the lips. I do think that it'll look really great in the summertime because it is that really nice kind of peachy pink lip. And I really like the formula of these lip glosses. They are thin, so they don't wear super long, but they are very comfortable on the lips. My gripe about all of these is that there is heavy glitter in it, which I understand, like the whole crystal sparkly kind of aspect of this collection. But the glitter does not wear off with the color, so then you're left with whatever color glitter is in here just all over your lips. So you do kind of have to reapply often, unless you just like that glittery lip look, which I'm not a huge fan of, but as a whole I do enjoy these glosses and I like this color in particular. So like I mentioned earlier, there are actual crystal chunks in the perfumes, which I think is really super cool. I don't hate this rollerball in particular. It is floral, which I do really enjoy florals, but as a whole I'm not blown away by the rollerballs. I feel like the scents are very light, which light scents do not last on me. Perfumes in general don't last on me, but I do need like a heavier kind of more grounded scent to last long on me, and rollerballs in particular are hard to keep on my body, like to keep the scent around, because I have to spray things directly onto my clothes in order for things to stay. It's a sad life I live. But as a whole, it smells just kind of cheap, and I'm not a huge fan of that. They are very, very beautiful though, with the crystals inside, and like I mentioned earlier, that's the best sound in the entire world. As a whole, this is not my favorite perfume, but it's not my least favorite in the collection. As a whole, I do think that the Rose Quartz collection is a strong one. You also can buy these as sets, so you can just get the Rose Quartz, the Clear Quartz, things like that. So I do think that that is nice as well. So if you see that you like all of these, but you don't like the rest of them, you can pick this up as a set. Each crystal kind of represents something, and the Rose Quartz represents love and opening your heart to people. Next up we have Jade, which represents prosperity, and this is of course the green trio. As a whole, this is one of the weaker trios, which is really upsetting because these colors look absolutely beautiful in the pans, but 2 of the 3 do not perform very well. So I will go ahead and swatch them for you. Like, as you can see, this one right here does not do anything at all, but this light shade is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a white with a really cool green tint to it. And this one down here is okay, but when you blend it out, it just kind of muddies up really bad and it just doesn't translate well on the eyes. But this light shade is the best of the 3. So as a whole, I was very disappointed in this trio. The lip gloss is really cool because it has like a greenish base with some really cool green-blue shimmers in it. But when you put it on the lips, the green tint kind of disappears and you are left with mostly just green and blue shimmers. And I think it looks really super cool on the lips. Let me see if I can get a good swatch of it. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see the blues and the greens in it, but it's really super neat. It does not look green on the lips, so if that's something that worries you, like I thought at first that this was going to look crazy on the lips, but it actually looks really, really nice on top of other lip colors like lipsticks and stuff. So as a whole, I am surprised at how much I actually enjoy this lip gloss. To be honest, a lot of these perfumes smell almost identical. This one smells floral as well, but in a different way. It's a little more, it's less soft, a little more punchy, kind of, I want to say fruity, but it's not necessarily fruity, but it has kind of that tanginess to it, if that makes sense. I'm really bad at describing scents, I apologize, but once again, it smells kind of cheap and it has that light, it's not going to last on your skin kind of scent to it. The crystals in it look really, really pretty. I guess that's all it has going for it in my opinion. As a whole, I was kind of disappointed in the Jade collection. Next we have Amethyst, which represents balance, and it is of course the beautiful purple trio, which is by far the worst of the 4, which breaks my soul in half. That really pretty vibrant purple right here does nothing. Just like that really pretty green, it swatches to nothing. This is like a pretty gragey purple. This one is probably the best of the 3, and then this one like is just gray with some purple glitter in it. And as a whole, this trio is just really, really disappointing. Like, see, that purple does absolutely nothing in a swatch. That light gray color kind of doesn't swatch well, but it does look better on the eyes. This purple is just horrible and disappointing. And then this one's just, it's just like a blackish gray with some purple glitter, so when you blend it into the crease or anything, it just looks gray, and like the purple glitter goes away. It's just horribly disappointing. It's just terrible, and it breaks my heart because Amethyst is my favorite crystal, so I really had high hopes for this trio, and unfortunately it fell flat on its face. The gloss, on the other hand, is absolutely beautiful. It is this pretty like purpley kind of plum with some really cool blue shift in it. It is the gloss that I have on today, and it is probably my favorite gloss of the collection. So at least the Amethyst collection has that going for it. It is absolutely beautiful, and it looks really thick and like pigmented on my hand, but it shears out really nicely, so I still think that it's really wearable even though it has all that really blue shimmer in it. As a whole, I really enjoy this gloss. It's very comfortable, and I think that the shade itself, even without the blue glitter, is gorgeous. There's something strange about this perfume. Like, it's already gone. It has a strange, like, almost menthol-y after scent or something in it. It's really strange. This is my least favorite of the whole thing. The crystals are by far the most beautiful in it though, just because the amethyst crystal is so beautiful. But as a whole, the Amethyst collection is by far the weakest. Like, that perfume's already gone. It's really disappointing how sad these perfumes are. It makes me feel bad to say that because I love Wet n Wild, but I feel like these perfumes just really fell flat. The last crystal we have is clear quartz, and it represents healing. This is what the trio looks like. It is the most neutral and most boring of the collection, but it is actually the best performing trio, which is really sad because I really was looking forward to the Jade and the Amethyst collections, and they both fell really flat. So these three eyeshadows are actually really nice. I have worn this look that I have on my eyes multiple times, and every single time I get amazing compliments about how amazing my eye look looks. So what I did was I threw this in the crease. I put the light pink from the rose quartz on the center, and then I put this one all over the inner half. So as a whole, these are gorgeous shadows, and they all three perform very well. They are all just very light. My only gripe with these is that all of three of these are very, very light, and so they're probably not going to translate the same on deeper skin tones. They're all going to be more like highlight shades instead of like getting dimensions. So but all three are very, very beautiful shades. The gloss is nice. It is it's a clear gloss with some rainbowy kind of like holographic shimmer in it. It's okay. It's not my favorite of the trio, but it is still very, very beautiful. It has mostly blue, and if you see like kind of a gray cast, I put it over a black liquid lipstick, and holy crap, it looked awesome. Those blues popped off of the black so well. But it's mostly blues and greens, but it's not as blue and green as the Jade lip gloss. It is still very, very beautiful, and it has a really nice shine and shimmer to it. But like all of the other lip glosses, once the like gloss itself wears off, it's nothing but glitter all over your mouth. And actually, the Clear Quartz perfume is my favorite of the four because it has like a coconutty scent and almost has the same kind of coconut as the coconut setting spray, which is not my favorite scent ever, but of the four, it is definitely better. And it has like a really strong alcohol scent when you first put it on. Yeah, and once again, now completely gone. I roll it on and it comes right off. Sniffing it, it smells okay. Rolling it on, all of them disappear. They smell very cheap. They don't last long. I am not a fan of the like formulation of these perfumes. I don't think they're great. They definitely smell cheap. I do not know how much these retail for individually, but I wouldn't pay whatever it is. I wouldn't pay $1 for these because it's just not worth it. The scent doesn't last and they don't smell good anyway. The next three are the face products, and this first one are the brightening rocks. So what these are supposed to do, each color is supposed to be like a color correcting type ordeal thing. Like so green helps with the redness, purple helps with dullness. I don't know. It explains it on the website, but I don't buy it. It's a highlighter. It's a multicolored highlighter. None of these are color correcting anything. So I'm just going to swirl my finger in and just then do like a swatch. It's kind of like a pinky toned highlight. So I have worn this both ways. I have worn it dusted all over my face like I did today, and I have worn it as a targeted highlight, and either way it's very pretty. It's not as nice as the other highlighter I'm getting ready to talk about, but it's okay. I think it's fun to play with. I'll definitely hang on to it because I do think it's a really pretty highlighter. And it is a hair more glittery than I'm used to and what I like. This isn't bad if you want this type of highlight. To me, it's kind of almost like a loose highlight. I like this, but I don't know that I would have picked it up without being part of this collection. So the next product is probably my favorite product from this entire collection, and it is the Mega Glow highlighter in the shade Crystal High. This was in the shade Infinity Stones as well, but this is called Crystal High, and this is interesting because it is almost like a ColourPop Super Shock highlighter because it is kind of that squishy, bouncy formula. I really enjoyed this highlighter a lot. It is what I have on my cheekbones and down the center of the nose, Cupid's bow, all that jazz. And it is absolutely beautiful. If you like a white kind of champagne-y highlight, you'll definitely love this product. It is absolutely stunning. I do keep the little sheet thing in here just to protect it. I don't know, because I'm weird like that. But the product itself is stunning. I love the way it looks. It wears beautifully throughout the day. I can't say enough good things about this. My only gripe is that this may not look as flattering on deeper skin tones as it does mine. So that's why I hope that they come out with other shades in this formula, because this formula is fantastic. And I definitely recommend this one out of the entire collection. And the last product is the Mega Glow Face Mist in the shade, color, style, I don't know, Aura Booster. And this has lavender essential oil in it, which is supposed to help calm the redness of your face. And I just like the scent of lavender. If you don't like the scent of lavender, you won't like this. I think it smells nice. I don't love the spray bottle. The spray is kind of wonky, and you get less product in this than their regular setting sprays. So you get 1 fluid ounce in this, but in their regular setting spray bottles, you get 1.52. So as a whole, you do get less product in this bottle. I prefer their other sprays in the other bottle over this one, but I like the product that's inside here a lot. I've used it as a primer, a setting spray, and just a face mist, and I like it in all 3 instances. I love this product a lot, and I would definitely repurchase this. I just think that they should repackage it because I don't like this bottle at all. The product inside is great though. As a whole, and as a crystal lover, I do like this collection, and I like the idea of this collection, and I think more companies should come out with crystal style makeup because I do think it's fun, and I think as a whole this collection is very beautiful. Do I recommend going out and buying the collector's box? No, I don't. The Amethyst and the Jade collections are too much of a disappointment to me to recommend them to you. I do love the glosses. I think those are great, but the perfumes and the quads are just really disappointing. The Rose Quartz set and the Clear Quartz set are really nice. I do recommend those. I do recommend all of these face products, but the perfumes are probably the weakest link in this whole entire collection. I like the direction that Wet n Wild is going with them, but the product needs some fine-tuning. I don't think that they are good at all, and I do not recommend any of them. Like I mentioned earlier, I will have the Wet n Wild Crystal Cavern collection linked down below so you can check out all of the products. So that has been my review of the Wet n Wild Crystal Cavern collection. I hope that you liked this video, and I hope that you found the review helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to subscribe, please feel free, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!